you waited. No, but see, but no, but we was.
I forget
no,
things.
But listen, but we was sitting here for a good 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
You wait until I say record video
Oh
to tell me that I might want to fix my hat.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Kitchen Chronicles, everybody.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Happy Monday, y'all.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Kitchen Chronicles with Joe and T.
We were sitting here researching
this
what we
is
were going
Joe
to talk
and
about
T.
today. And for
this
good
is
15,
Joe
20 minutes.
and this is T.
He waits till I say record video to tell me you might want to fix your hat. This is why I don't need you to be on the campaign trail for T finding the man.
You might luck out with me, sugar. I might find you a real suitor.
No, you won't. Let me walk outside looking like who did it and ran and came back and did it again.
Didn't I tell you to wear a dress on Valentine's Day? I was the one that told you to wear. You was like, I was just gonna come in some sweatpants, and
you did not tell me to wear a dress.
I did. I said you need to slip me on a dress.
No, you did not. I said,
what you say?
Should I wear a dress?
And I said, what did I say? Since you are the
I said,
recorder of recorders.
I said, are you getting dressed up? You said, I'm going to wear a sweater and some slacks. Then I'll wear a dress. But nowhere in that conversation did it go, T, you should slip on a dress so you could look attractive. That didn't happen.
Well, happy Monday, everybody.
Make sure you know who's in your camp.
Is that how you feel? Is this where we're going? Make sure you know who's in your camp.
Tell the people what we're
talking about. Just make sure there's no bears in your camp.
Tell the people what we're talking about.
All right, y'all. It is the final Monday of...
No, yeah, there you go. You're right.
It's the final Monday of February. And, of course, you know, we've been doing our Mention Mondays. And...
Related to Black History Month.
Related to Black History Month. And, of course, you know we got to talk about something that's near and dear to our heart. But we don't only just want to talk about soul food, but we want to talk about its origins and how it played such a big, major part in the cuisine of the American cuisine of the United States.
Because I know we've told y'all already how, as slaves, the slave owners and masters would throw us leftovers, and we had to make that taste good, which we did. But that's how chitlins came about, pig feet, all that other stuff, because that's what we were given to cook. But we want to talk about what we brought with us, or what was
put
cultivated,
on slave ships,
right,
which made a lot of sense because of you know, of course, the southern states, which you know, slavery was, you know, big, and you know, of course, climate played a big part. So some of the things that were put on the slave ships that we brought from the West Africa area to the United States, the southern United States. Let's talk about it. What was some of the things that they put on the slave ship? Let's talk about that. Rice. Well, the first thing, okay, so yep, let's talk about rice.
Do y'all know somebody who don't eat? Well, we know somebody who don't like rice. Actually, we know two people who don't like rice. I think three. Does Serena like rice?
I think so. I'm not too sure.
But the other two people know who we talking about. They know we talking about them. We're not gonna mention no names because they get upset.
But
the majority of people,
you can't live without rice.
What culture? There is not one culture. There's not one culture that I can think of that does not eat rice.
It's a staple in almost every culture. Some kind of rice.
Italians make rice balls, arancini.
Arancini.
We eat rice. Asians.
They eat.
Caribbean. Africans. Louisiana. If y'all know anybody, if you know
South America,
absolutely.
People eat rice. Rice is across the board. And of course, you know, rice is grown in swamplands, warm climates. And of course, you know, that's what we had to cultivate, you know, being in the South, especially in the South Carolina area, the North Carolina area.
That's what I was going to say. The article we read said that North Carolina's economy is based on rice production. And it arrived in the colonies as leftover subsistence food for the slaves. This grain is called the Carolina Gold.
Carolina Gold. Y'all
So-
like Carolina rice?
Okay. No, that's not what we're talking about. Jambalaya.
Lord, jambalaya, created in Louisiana, but of course, its roots are African.
And French.
Right, its roots are African and French. It really, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of jollof rice, but it's very popular in the West Africa region, countries like Senegal, and what's the other country? The Ivory Coast, all of those places. It's jollof rice. It has meat inside of it. It's like they usually put like goat or
Like dirty
beef.
rice.
Yeah.
You don't know what dirty rice is?
Y'all know dirty rice. Y'all eat it at Popeyes.
I was
if
just
you
about
don't
to
know.
say, do you go to Popeyes?
Y'all go to Popeyes. Y'all have had dirty rice with the meat inside of it.
Now I don't know if y'all realize it, and I don't think Popeyes does it. They don't go that deep into it. They probably just put chicken. But dirty rice really is supposed to have chicken liver in it, and chicken gizzards, because once again, that's all we had, and we just threw it in there together. We also created the one pot cooking when we came to the States. One pot cooking, stews, soups, using okra.
Love okra.
That's one of the other things we brought. We're using okra to thicken stuff up. Black the peas to thicken stuff up. We brought all of that with us.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise, you might not have no one pot wonders.
Honey.
Or had it not been for us.
Had it not been for us. Oh, it's the name of her catering company.
Did y'all know my catering company's called Black Eyed Peas and More?
Ooh, you gotta flash your card up there. You gotta put your little thing up there.
I'll do that. But Black Eyed Peas is something that we brought.
Y'all ever seen the black eyed pea? Look like a little black eye, little pea. And of course, we're going to segue into something else. Black eyed peas are very popular in the black culture during the New Year's, and I think we discussed that.
But we're gonna say just
to reiterate,
right? And for those of you who are just new to our channel and maybe haven't seen that video where we were talking about it, but black eyed peas in the African American culture represents luck, and collard greens represent money. And what does the pigfoot represent?
The pigfoot means that you stepping out into a new year, but you got to have the knuckle that steps out, like the knuckle. You have to have that in your pot, because you're stepping out into a new year. So of course, black eyed peas. Y'all ever heard of Hoppin' John? Y'all know what Hoppin' John is?
Black eyed peas and rice mixed together.
That's all
There you go.
You gotta post your pictures tomorrow, because she's making Hoppin' John. So y'all got to see.
Tomorrow's the last day of the Black History Month, so I'm having smothered pork chops, black eyed peas and rice, and whole cakes.
Whole cakes. Are you gonna make that recipe?
I should make that recipe, right?
You should.
Whole cakes is cornbread. It's fried cornbread. That's all it is.
You should bake that bacon and use that bacon fat in them whole cakes.
Woo!
Could you just imagine? Could you just imagine the people, not only oppressed, but the darkest period in this country's history, the people added so much to the cuisine in this country that it's like considered one of the foundational foods that this country eats. Not only in the southern region, but just all over the country. Barbecue.
Smoked meats. The cooks in the plantation houses used to lay meat over greens to flavor, and that's how that started. Putting meat in the greens. We've just brought so much flavor. But you know what else that shows me? That We can overcome any adversity.
Overcome. We shall overcome.
All right, we don't want this to be a 25-minute video. So we got okra.
Stewed tomatoes and okra.
Oh, God.
Yes, sir.
Gumbo.
Y'all know where gumbo comes from. Gumbo didn't really originate in Africa, but the style of cooking originated in Africa. Like T was saying earlier, the one pot wonders, the one pot dishes. Instead of like how most people eat now is a meat, a starch, and a salad. You would have all of that as in one dish, like just a stew, or a soup, like okra and chicken, corn, sausage, rice. It'll all be cooked down in like a roux or some kind of base, cooked down with a bed of rice, and you had a meal. You had one full meal, and you would be stuffed.
I'll tell you, we talked about this last week. When we had no money growing up, my mother used to make some fried chicken gizzards.
Yay.
With some gravy over some rice. Honey.
Wee. Or some liver and onions.
Ooh.
Liver, onions,
with
and white rice.
With some gravy.
That'll
fill your belly up.
Fill you up real good.
Those are hard times, but we had some good eating.
You remember pork in a can?
It says USDA on it. Have y'all ever had that government cheese that comes in that cardboard box? Y'all can front if you want to.
But let me tell y'all something. That makes
front if you want to.
Good macaroni and cheese.
Honey, some grilled cheese sandwiches. Look, we're not celebrating not having any money. We're not celebrating being poor, but we are celebrating that with the fact that we can overcome adversity. And we make what we have banging.
Grabbing a couple of things with whatever you got in the cabinet, just bop, 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 bop. And you got you a full meal. So
belly full. Okay, the last thing we're going to talk about, this has to be mentioned.
Honey.
Food historians believe that African slaves helped to introduce the watermelon, which is the most, you talked about your okra, I'm going to talk about my watermelon. Did y'all know that watermelon is the most consumed melon in America, in the United States?
Wonderful.
I'm going to read this because y'all need to hear this. It says the fruit, and we'll tell you what article we're reading from in a minute. It says the fruit eventually became a major symbol in the iconography of racism in the United States through the watermelon stereotype. In various images, the fruit was used to paint African Americans as a simple-minded people who were happy when provided watermelon and a little rest. Well, first of all, let me explain something to you. We did everything.
Everything.
We watched the kids, we cleaned the house, we picked the cotton, we cooked for you. Some of us
tended the land.
We tended the land.
We took care of our own business.
Honey, let me tell you something. Sometimes we produced the slave master's children. Yeah, we needed some rest. Number one. Number two, I told you my grandmother.
What did your grandmother say?
My grandmother, my mother's mother, her profession was a baby nurse. Like she would be hired by well-to-do, wealthy families when they just had a baby, a nanny.
Like a midwife, kind of.
Right,
Okay.
and she would live with them for up to a year. It was never longer than a year, and help the wife get back, take care of the kids, do a light cooking thing, and she would come home on the weekends. They would offer her some watermelon. No, thank you. Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't really care for watermelon. I don't really care for watermelon, but thank you. When I tell you she refused to eat watermelon anywhere else but in her house, because her baby, when she came home for the weekend,
I know she enjoyed her
honey, in the summertime. And
Huge cubes.
She would slice it up and put salt on it.
Ugh.
I love watermelon with salt on it. How many? Okay, raise your hand if y'all like watermelon with salt. Not that nasty iodine salt. What is that, Mrs.
Morton's.
Yeah, not that. I'm talking about the kosher salt, honey.
She's crazy.
But yeah, so we brought a lot of stuff that we still eat today.
And last but not least, we're gonna talk about collard greens. Woo! Yay, yay! I love.
You know the juice. We've talked about this before. The juice left over at the bottom of the pot is called pot liquor.
Hot liquor.
Did you know that it is high in vitamin K? It's actually good for you, especially when you sop that up with a biscuit or a piece of cornbread.
After all the meat that you done boiled. You know what? Some people are, ashamed about, the soul food or the black foods or the ethnic foods. I'm not ashamed
At all.
At all. I'm not.
At all.
I think for people to be so oppressed, for them to have their own staple, their own meal, their own identity in this country through food, I think it is absolutely stunning. It's amazing. It shows resilience. It shows just the might of a people that can overcome anything. So, some people, especially some of the younger
Millennials.
the millennials, or they frown on soul food. They frown on some of the things that we came up on. And, granted, it is a little archaic, but that's what we came up on. And it didn't kill us. And it was good. And I'm not ashamed of any of these things. I'm not ashamed of collard greens. I'm not ashamed of okra. I'm not ashamed of slavery. I'm not ashamed of any of that, because this is, and of course there's more to Black history than just us being slaves, yes. But this is a part of our history. So I embrace it. I embrace it, and I embrace the fact that we were able to bring something to this country that's not just a part of it, but is woven in the fabric of this country.
In addition to the things that we built, like the White House and things that we have created.
We pretty much built Washington, D.C. Go look that up.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're just...
Y'all,
thank you.
Don't be ashamed.
Thank you to our forefathers. Thank you to our ancestors. We are grateful.
And we don't hate white people.
No,
not at all.
I hope y'all don't get that idea that we do.
We don't.
We don't.
It's just that
we embrace our culture.
We're embracing our culture, and I am just elated to be a part of a people who have such resilience and such a passion to break through trial and tribulation and still survive, regardless of the fact. So soul food, it's a part of who I am, and I will never, ever give that up.
You know how you sound like yourself?
What?
On Friday? When homegirl said that she looked like Janet Jackson?
I'll never come by here again. So, thank y'all to our forefathers, and
thank you to our
our
ancestors.
foremothers, and thank y'all so much. We love you.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thank y'all so much. Kitchen Chronicles with Joe and T.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, at any of those social platforms, you can find us. If you look hard enough, you can find us. We still got t-shirts for sale. So
Facebook, shop, go on, follow the prompts. 15.
That was too confusing. Go to our Facebook page, Kitchen Chronicles with Joe and T. Click on the shop tab. There's an order form for you to fill out. The t-shirts are $15. Fill out the order form. You have either the option of using PayPal or Square Cash, and we will proceed from there. You know, people really thought that you were doing real sign language.
What happened?
I had to tell Steve. I had to tell Steve like that wasn't real, Steve. He made that up. When I tell y'all he wears my soul all the way out.
Sorry, y'all. Well, anyway, thank y'all so much.
We're gonna get emails and hate mail,
honey,
from the Federation of the Blind and Deaf.
I promise you.
We love everybody. We love everybody. Everything is done. Everything is done in love. We love you. We thank you. We're getting up there in subscriptions.
Yes, we are.
And just a quick, we know that there's a lot more people that watch us than are subscribed.
Yes.
Do y'all realize when you subscribe what that means? Once we get a certain amount, this is why we always say to subscribe. We want to start getting checks.
We're going to start getting checks on deck.
And it has to be, we have to have at least 1,000 subscribers before that happens.
Ooh.
And we're growing. We're growing. We have like maybe 120, 125. We're slowly but steadily growing. But the ones that watch us that aren't subscribed, click on that button, please.
Click on that button.
Your computer's not going to blow up. Please click on that button.
It's not going to hurt you. All you got to do is this.
And that's what I'm going to do right now because we are way past our time.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.